Hey everyone, I got superstar artist here, Mike Capprotti. His work for at Marvel. You do a lot of stuff for Ubisoft. You probably know him from various free comic book days and events at the store. Well, thank you for joining us. Uh, I know we
Absolutely, my pleasure.
I know we were bummed out that we had to cancel free comic book day this year.
Yeah, it's
So
always
we're
a good time.
so we're doing this online events to help kind of mitigate it and like let people still have a little bit of fun while we're all stuck at home. So we'll start off with like how you've been holding up since the stay-at-home orders come through.
Well, I'm sure I'm not the first artist or creative to say it, but it's not that unusual for me to be stuck at home
Hmm.
doing stuff on the computer all day. So, either drawing. For me, I don't draw in the sketchbook, but I know a lot of artists are, sketching away in their sketchbooks, and writers are typing away at their computers. So, I've been keeping busy. I still do the 9 to 5 thing. I'm still keeping real busy with Ubisoft most days, from the time I get done my 9 to 5 till the time I go to bed. So uh, keep busy. And then I'm trying to squeeze in as many house projects as possible in between, keeping Home Depot in business.
Yeah, I was about to say, what game are you working on there now, or can you not say?
I can't say,
Okay.
but it is a franchise. It's basically the next in the series of previous titles. So, but I actually
Hmm.
don't even know when they're going. They announced the game already, but I can't say much else than
Yeah,
that. But
I know
it is,
the pandemic here is really like E3's gone, like all of the
yeah.
which for video games I feel like they can kind of just put trailers and announcements online.
Yeah, it's just, the only thing that's going to be missing is the experience. Like people love to go to
Yeah.
E3 and play the games before they're released and get, FaceTime with, these developers and some of the voice actors and stuff like that. So,
But I know a lot of companies have been pulling out. Like Nintendo doesn't go there anymore. Well, they don't have press conferences. I don't think Sony was supposed to be there at all this year, which
oh,
is
really? I didn't even know about
crazy
that.
because they're big.
That is crazy.
Um, but it is what it is. But I'm glad you're keeping busy.
Yeah.
I don't know when this is going to play. If it's going to be before or after the thing I just recorded, but I had a conversation with a bunch of local cartoonists I know, and they were saying a lot of that what they do, like they're actually more productive now that they're stuck at home.
That's a real thing. Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, as far as on the art side of things, it's funny because again, like I mentioned, I have a completely unrelated 9 to 5 job, where, I'm not doing anything art related whatsoever. So that takes up the first 8 hours of my day. And then as usual, the remainder goes to either, if I don't have a specific freelance job at the time, that'll either go to like spending time with family, doing work around the house. But usually, I'd say a good 65 to 85% of the time I'm, doing the freelance illustration stuff. So
Okay.
I wouldn't say I'm more productive. I'm literally as productive as I usually am. It's kind of, other than not having to go into the office during the day,
Hmm.
the rest of the day is pretty much identical. So,
Yeah, I know we've been working from home, and there's a surprising amount you can do, even though you're a store. Like even being closed, there's a lot we can do. Like we've been working like a lot of our back end and rebuilding that, doing more
oh, that's awesome.
redoubling online things, trying to put together this some online events. But
Well, that's
if there's one thing you could say to everyone that's like stuck at home right now, what would you say?
keep yourself busy. I mean, do whatever you can and then like, you can keep yourself busy doing a lot of things, but find something you enjoy, something that you were thinking of trying out, like whether it be learn an instrument or like, I haven't picked up a pencil in a long time, or, I always wanted to learn how to do watercolors because I love flowers or something along those lines. Like
Hmm.
for me, again, obviously, what I do, as far as the art stuff goes, but for me outside of that, I've taken a real interest in, just different like home projects that like I'm having a ton of fun basically loading up on tools and finding, new projects to get into around the house. So whether it's installing some molding around the house or, building something new, or I don't know, just trying and challenging myself. That's what I've been really enjoying.
So
Which is all
I love
same.
doing home projects. I love building things with my hands.
Yeah, same.
Just as I know, getting to like Home Depot and those places right now, though, like there's a huge line to get in to do anything. I just had to fix our toilet the other day, so that was fun.
See, that's a project I'd rather not have to do. It's funny
Yeah,
because anytime I talk to neighbors, they see me getting into something new and they're like, "Oh, what are you doing now?" And
yeah,
I explain like, "Oh, I'm working on this or that project." I'm like, "Oh, I'm really enjoying it." And most of my neighbors are a little bit older. Most of them are in their 60s or older, and they're always like, "Oh, you're enjoying it now." I'm like, "Yeah, I know. I'm gonna get tired of it eventually, but let me have my
yeah.
fun." But all the projects I'm getting into are all mostly optional. Like I don't have to be doing them. I'm not, you know, there's no water line that's broke or anything like that. But when it comes to things like, busted water line or a busted toilet, those are
Oh
a whole
yeah,
lot less fun.
yeah. Well, fortunately, like so, I don't normally mess with plumbing and electricity, but my brother's an electrician now,
Hmm.
so mostly I just need to call plumbers when that happens.
Yeah.
But if you've been doing anything for fun, reading anything, watching any shows?
I wish I could say I've been watching more shows than I have. That's something I wish I could do, is really kind of catch up on it. But there's so many different things on like Netflix and Prime or Hulu where these shows look so good. Like I still want to watch Altered Carbon so bad, but I still haven't started that yet. But no, I'm not catching up on shows or movies as much as I'd like to. What I have been doing though is finally playing a little bit more video games. That's been kind of
Okay.
fun. I think with the whole pandemic thing, people are finding ways to still connect, and with the whole Call of Duty Warzone thing, like people are jumping on there and actually, because it's crossplay, so you get to play between PlayStation or Xbox or PC. So
Yeah,
people
bringing
are
people
jumping on
together
there
on
and
that.
connecting. Yeah,
Say,
exactly.
say, my friends and I have been playing Animal Crossing together. So
I,
came out
I have
just
friends.
yeah, came out the exact same week we had to be stuck at home. So
So weird how that worked out.
yeah,
I don't know. There's some kind of some kind of plan there.
yeah.
Um, but yeah, another friend of mine who actually does, he visits. Actually, Morgan the cosplayer.
Oh yeah, yeah, Morgan.
Um,
Yeah,
her and her boyfriend are hardcore Animal Crossing
yeah.
fans. So
She
they're.
finally visited my island the other day.
Oh,
So
yeah.
uh,
See, I told you.
see, mine's Jurassic Park themed, so it's got dinosaurs and stuff all over it.
So
So
that's
they were able to
that's
enjoy
awesome.
that. But no,
That's something I actually want to pick up. That I think my daughter would really get into that, and I'm sure me and my wife would probably get sucked into it as well.
it's good for people that aren't normally into video games because it's not competitive,
Right.
and it's very creative, especially now that like because before you used to not be able to like edit your town nearly as much as you can, but like now they've given you full creative control over everything.
Oh, nice.
So you can kind of build to your heart's content, which is it's been fun seeing what people do because we all have the same toolbox, but everyone's is so different.
Right, right. Yeah, that's
Wow.
awesome. I love getting to see that stuff.
Yeah, so it's been fun even if you're not playing it, it's fun just kind of like check out the subreddits and stuff and see uh what kind of things people have been doing. That's what you're looking forward to doing again once this is all over.
Interacting with friends. I can't wait to. I mean, the weather's getting nicer. I can't wait for a barbecue. I can't wait to have a beer with a couple friends. That's something I really, really miss. Like I was so pumped for spring and summer. I was like, yeah, it's
Hmm.
right around the corner. You know, getting some stuff done around the house. Finally getting the house ready to have people over and stuff like that. Since we just bought last year, or I guess a little bit over a year ago now. But yeah, that's the thing that I'm looking forward to, is finally getting to actually interact with friends of ours and family as well.
Oh, yeah, I know that's something. It feels like you take it for granted a little bit because like we can do stuff like this where I've
Hmm.
still been talking to people every day, but
Yeah.
I went and visited a friend yesterday. I had to drop something off. We're still keeping our distance and masks and stuff off. We're talking through the door. We ended up just talking for like an hour because you have it all bottled up.
Yeah.
There's no
Right.
substitute for face-to-face interaction.
Absolutely. Yeah. Um, and people are doing this. Zoom meetings, happy hours, and stuff like that. Sadly we've only done like one of those. That's something I have to get going more often. But yeah, the strange thing is there are some friends who I'm talking to more now that we're
I
quarantined.
understand. I had a bi-weekly D&D game. We've since moved it up to weekly since we've been doing this, and another group of friends started a second game, which I'm going to be playing again, and which we're going to be playing another session in like 20 minutes.
Oh, nice.
um, so that's been a lot of fun. I'm also scheduling do you know the McElroy brothers? They do podcasts and stuff.
Mm-mm.
They made their own game called the Dadlands. It's a post-apocalyptic world where only dads like survived.
That's
So
hilarious.
I'm scheduling together a live play with that for the very stream that we're watching, or you're watching right now.
Nice. That's
And then
awesome.
this stuff will all be on our YouTube after the fact, and people can watch
Right, right.
whenever.
Yeah, it's
Um,
funny. I mean, obviously, there's so many things that are horrible about this pandemic. I mean, you have all the people who are going out of their way to literally be heroes, whether it be teachers or, nurses or doctors. But on the other side of things, it's weird because it's almost like it's forced people to kind of slow down and pause. And, people are, I mean, you saw all the memes people were
yeah.
posting about how everybody's making a point to get outside now, whereas before, during your normal day, people are on their phones or on their computers the whole time. So you walk outside of my house any given time, you see somebody walking their dog, or just going for a bike ride. It's actually kind of nice to see.
I was gonna say I walk my dog a lot more now, and like for longer periods. She's loving it, and now she's become super spoiled and like demands it all the
Yeah,
time.
right.
But no, it's been nice, especially now the weather's been getting nice. I like to. It's good to just get out in the sun a little bit.
Yeah,
Um, but now we have the burning question that everyone needs to know: have you been wearing pants?
I've been wearing pajama pants. I'm wearing
Okay,
jeans right now, but that's only because I just got back from a walk of my dog.
yeah,
But yeah, I've been wearing pants most days.
yeah. I've been
I
trying
have
to.
my wife and daughter around, so they would get a little bit creeped out if
They
I,
keep you on the straight and narrow then.
if I pulled a Murray Goldberg, they'd probably be a little upset.
But well, thanks, Mike. Is there any upcoming projects people should be on the lookout for you? I know you got this Ubisoft game you can't really discuss.
Yeah, honestly, I think that's a majority of it. I'm hoping to actually that is all of it. I've been working exclusively with Ubisoft for almost 2 years now, and it's been pretty steady. But I'm hoping within the next couple weeks to actually throw together some new content for online. A lot of what I do is pre-production, so I'll do the design for a game cover, I'll do a design for some promo art. So I'll provide them with me and my art director work pretty closely, and we'll provide Ubisoft with this finalized idea, and then they take that idea and develop it. And they have their 3D artists do the 3D rendering, and a couple other artists might do all the compositing, putting everything together and making it look pretty. That being said, because a lot of the final art is actually done by somebody else, I don't get to post as often as I'd like to. So I'm
Yeah,
hoping to
let's say
throw together some new content.
you don't see that stuff get out into the public too much.
No, yeah. So I really want to put together some stuff that kind of show the progression and the process of making a video game cover or magazine or poster or something like
Yeah, because I
that.
know
So
you've done work for a lot of games that people may not expect. Like I remember when I found out you did the South Park games for
yeah, right.
Ubisoft.
That was the
I
only
just
finished art I did for them.
Yeah,
Actually,
I
it was kind
just
of funny.
assumed that it was just the South, because I know they make it in a computer. I just assumed they put it together because it's their style is so basic. But I didn't.
Right.
But I thought that was really cool that was one of the ones you did.
Yeah, it was really surprising for me. I mean, I know they threw it at me because I am able to do it, but not because of my specific style. But they're like, "Hey, you know how to do digital art, so would
Yeah,
you be interested?" I was like, "Sure." I'm not doing anything right now. Let's
and I
do
guess
it.
that's also what was so surprising about it is because you've done work for the store. We've known
Mhm.
your stuff for a very long time, and it's not South Park. It's you draw a lot more complex than that usually.
Funny side note and kind of yeah, little anecdote. Coincidentally, it was doing the second poster I did for Free Comic Book
The
Day.
Civil War one, yeah.
That's actually what got me the job with Ubisoft.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So if I hadn't done that poster for you, I might not be working for Ubisoft right now. But
I remember seeing
I
it pop
taught.
up. Yeah, sorry. I
No, I
just
was
remember
just
seeing it pop up as memes and stuff for a while, like completely
yeah.
unrelated to either of us
Right.
posting stuff.
So the cool thing was it actually, I mean, it made its rounds on the internet, which was really cool to see. And I guess at some point, one of the art directors over there had seen it. And when I got the email from him asking if I'd be interested in doing work for them, eventually I was like, what made you, thousands and thousands of artists out there that are just
Yeah.
either better than me or at least as good. And I was like, what made you pick me? And they're like, oh, we saw this really cool Civil War painting that you did, and we thought that was perfect for our style. And I was like, oh man, if I never did that, this, I might not be talking to this guy. So it was because of you guys. I'm working for Ubisoft.
I didn't know that. That's really cool.
Yeah.
What game did they first put you on, if you can say?
No, yes, the Division actually was for the first Division, Tom Clancy's Division, and all the content I worked on for that game ended up being used for the Division 2. So they originally was set in New York, and then they basically transposed it over to DC. So yeah, it was kind of cool seeing all that stuff come to life.
And what other ones you've done? I know you did Far Cry 4, 5?
Far Cry 5, yeah.
Okay, that's the one that's in
Division 2.
Far Cry 5 is the one that's in America, right?
Right, exactly, yep. Yeah,
I know we have a video game store, so I should know all this offhand, but they all blend together at some point.
I know the feeling.
Yeah.
I worked on, I'd say like a majority of what I work on is like Tom Clancy games. So
that's cool.
I think I've honestly probably done, I'm sure I'm missing one. Like, there's no Splinter Cell anymore, but I think I've done all of the current Tom Clancy titles.
Yeah, it's funny that there's no Splinter Cell anymore, because obviously Tom Clancy passed a few years ago, but they're obviously still making games. I'm surprised they haven't kept the Splinter Cell part alive.
So they're keeping him alive, at least in the Ghost Recon games. He's like a playable character. You can get him in the Ghost Recon games. So the character's still alive. Who knows? I'm sure there was such a when they put him in the game as a playable character, people kind of like got so excited about it that I wouldn't be surprised if there's another one in the works.
Yeah, the only thing I played with what's his name, Fisher. In it.
Yeah, Sam Fisher.
Yeah, Sam Fisher. The only thing I played with him in it recently is some of the unlockable skins in Rayman Legends are very clearly like the Tri.
Goggles, that's cool.
And stuff.
Yeah. I know who that is.
Yeah. But then I unlocked the Mario skin, so I've just been playing with that. Well, Mike, thank you so much for doing this. I know time's valuable, and we really appreciate all the stuff we've been able to do with you in store, and we love being able to support each other.
Same here.
But thank you again so much, and hopefully we'll see you again in person soon.
I hope so, man. Hopefully this all blows over in the near future.
Yeah, hopefully we want to open up. We're anxious to open back up, but we want to make sure it's done right. We don't want to open up too early,
right? And
then have everyone get sick again, and then have to close back up for even longer this time.
Yeah, exactly. Do it the right way.
But obviously, whenever we have information, once we're open and able to have big events again, we'll let you know, and we'll stay tuned to this web space as well. We'll let everyone know.
Absolutely.
But thanks again so much, man.
All right, brother. Thank you. Appreciate it. Talk to you soon.
Thank you.